Hey lovelies, I hope everyone's okay. I can't believe it's that time again. We are going to talk through the entire 2026 collection. As always, I just like to give you all the information beforehand, give you examples to help you make your decision. We have 4 characters this year, you may have seen on socials. We have the Lady, which obviously is our big iconic signature diary. We have an A5 diary this year, pocket, and obviously our binders with our different insets in, and then we've got a couple little accessory extras which I'll show you in a second. So what we'll do is we will go through one by one, and I'll show you like inspo of how to fill it out, how I would fill it out, how it's been designed. Obviously with anything I have my own ideas, but I always listen, and we do market research. We've sent out emails and we sent out a little survey a few months back. We've done a lot of testing. Like, I cannot tell you how long it takes to create a product. Like, there's so many going back and forths or adding something in, and we just try and listen to as many people as possible. We try and go on stats. That's why it's really, really important that when we do any market research, if you have anything to say, have your say, because we do listen and we try and listen. Obviously we can never please everybody. There are people that will want a big daily spread, there'll be people that will want a small daily spread, there'll be people that want a big weekly, small weekly, spine, no spine, like different colours. Like, it would be impossible unless you are offering every colour there is, every pay, you know, everything, you know, it really would be impossible. But we've really tried this year to cater for as many people as possible and listen to you guys. I think the best thing we're going to do, we're going to get a cup of tea, go get a cup of tea. I don't know when you're watching this, glass of wine, whatever you want to get, no one's judging here. I feel like I need a hot chocolate, maybe like a little, I'm just going to message the team, see if anyone actually loves me. Hello, I'm just filming the YouTube and I really fancy a little hot chockey. I told them to get a drink and now I really want one. So if anyone loves me, can you get me a hot chockey? And also a little Twix would go down an absolute treat. Love you, bye. Right, I'm gonna see who loves me the most. But anyway, so where should we start? I feel like the best place to start has got to be the signature. And also I'm biased because this is the one I'm going to use, but it is the big one. This is the one that comes in a box. Let me grab the box for you. So the theme for the signature is love, and on the front of the box it says, always find time for the things that make you happy to be alive. Here is to a year of making memories with your favourite people, doing your favourite things. Bring on chapter 26, and it's got, this year is going to be pretty perfect. And obviously it is the gold, our signature gold foiling on there. So this comes in a box. It's your box to put all your stationery in, all your stickers, things like that. We just think it's a really nice little touch. And yeah, that is the box for 2026. Obviously we've got it in the sage green and the beige, which are our 3s, and the pink, so our 3 core colours. The blue, I'm sorry, it wasn't as, we listened to you guys, but it just wasn't as popular. And it's really hard with a small business because with ordering quantities and things like that. Not saying never with blue ever again, but we are going to keep our 3 core colours and then do exclusives with certain things. But just for this diary launch, it comes in the 3 colours. I said, who's going to love me the most? Thank you so much. Oh, Adam's responded to it. What's he said? Get back to work. You'll have your treat when you're done. Wink face. No, I've told them to get a drink, so we're having a drink while we're doing it.
What, you on live?
No, I'm on YouTube.
Oh,
yeah, I'm talking through it. I talk to him like I'm on FaceTime, don't I? Yeah. So this one is last year's, and this one is this year's. I'm so sorry, like my phone died, I've had to switch to another phone. Honestly, this is the most chaotic start to a video. Right, I'm actually going to get into it now. Right, leading lady. And action from the beginning. So, this is last year's. Size difference, and start on the covers. And this is this year's. I personally love a big diary. I have so much space to write. I have big handwriting. I need a big diary. I also need all the other little extras because that's where I just like writing things down. I'm a very type A person. I'm list. So the contents of the inside and the space that I had to write, I couldn't compromise. I then went to market research. Market research suggests it was like 50-50. 50% of people loved it but just wished it was a little bit smaller, and 50% of people were saying don't change it. Like it's a planner diary that I've loved and I use it and blah blah blah. So for me it was like, right, I cannot compromise on the actual size of it for me personally and for the other people that are actually using it and it's working for them. So but what I could compromise on was the 3 top tabs, which was at the beginning. So we've got 3 top tabs, which was in last year's ones, because the contents are still in there. I didn't really use the tabs at the top on the first 3 last year. Obviously it was more down the January to December down the side and actually just get into the week. And even if I did, it was it's easy to flick through the pages. So that actually, doing that has created that space there. Now we've nicked a little bit of space off the side, but there's things that we've done in the sense of, if you look at a spread from last year and you look at a spread from this year, last year you can see there's quite a lot of like this pink band here is quite thick with the quote. We've just made that pink band smaller with the quote. We've stretched the margins, like we've made things smaller at the top but it's still big enough to write. So it's really weird to explain because it's like it feels so much smaller but it actually isn't that much smaller. I can't even, like, when I first got the first sample of it I was like because I'm so used to carrying this around, this feels like quite heavy, whereas this feels quite light. I can't explain it. And I was like, is this, because they're both custom sizes, this is A5 here, and you can see it's still higher and a lot more space wider to write. It's just not as big as this one. So that is the first thing. I just wanted to clarify that because people are like, oh, it's smaller, but it is, but it really isn't, because the inside pages, as I say, the way that we've been really clever with the space, basically. So the front of them, obviously, you would have seen, they are, whatever colour they are full colour inside. So this is the sage one. We also have it in like the muted beige as well. Now, what I've done is I've actually, with all of the planners, I'm going to show you how these are like planners that I've sort of set up. I haven't actually started my diary yet, but this is kind of like how I would set it up. So yeah, so what I'll do, I think the best thing to do is flip you over and we'll go through the signature first and then we'll just keep going through the different characters. So let me just go get you. Okay, so let's get into it. So very first change, obviously the cover, is that the foiling we've actually embossed. So last year, this is a planner that I've used every single day. The actual foiling started to wear off. We didn't even know that was possible. So we've actually worked with them and we've come up with a solution that we are now going to be embossing from now on. So it's actually indented in, so that isn't going to happen. So that is that. Second thing is the actual spine itself. This is a coil, so it's one continuous coil all the way around, so it is so secure. When you touch it, it is literally rock hard as well. So that is completely different to last year. So that's just like a little upgrade that we've done and we've worked on. Then getting into the actual planner itself, the diary, we've got a removable bookmark, so you can obviously this year, this theme for this one is fill your year with what fills your heart. So that is the little quote on there, but you can use this on whatever page that you want. Obviously we've lost those top tabs, so on any of the pages you can bookmark those, and that just obviously just goes in wherever you want to go. So you got all of our gold foiling details, the corner protectors, that's all stayed the same. A change from last year is that we had a pocket, but it was like a paper pocket, and we've changed it and upgraded it to a clear plastic one. I had an idea that obviously this diary is all about filling your year with what fills your heart, and like I kind of wanted like a little vision board on like my why. So this is like my work family and my actual family. So I've got a little reminder here, and then on the back of it I've got like a little vision board, those things. So again, that's just one idea, but you could put obviously any like appointments, loose bits of paper. You could put any prompts. You could have your morning routine, your evening routine, like you could do whatever here, like get really creative with it. That's just something again that I've done to show you. Then obviously we get into the actual diary itself. So again, this is all the same from last year. So we've just upgraded some of the pages. So all these pages here we've got here. So we've just obviously laid them out differently. We've got the yearly review still, so you put in your top 3 accomplishments of the year, any highlights, setbacks, things to learn, things to change, your habits, so habits to start, stop and continue, and any priorities for 2026. So personally, these pages here kind of been meant to fill out in between Christmas and the New Year. So you get those few days in between and you're in your pajamas, you don't know what day it is. That is the day where you're sort of like having like a real like rest and actually, dropping your shoulders and thinking, right, reflecting on the year and thinking, right, this is a really good opportunity to have a little bit of a reset. Not, going out all guns blazing, but just thinking, where am I at right now and where am I going type thing. So, in a pajamas, cup of tea kind of vibe, would sit down with your planner. What a really lovely afternoon. I'm actually thinking about it now, like how nice that would be. Just have a couple of hours to yourself filling this out. You've got your wheel of life, again, the same as last year. So with your wheel of life, in that time, it's up to you when you do this and when you start this. You have a little reflection. So you colour in from 1 to 10 where you think you would score. So you're going to score yourself. So on physical health, what would you score yourself out of 10? If you're, somebody that's going to the gym, eating well, all of those things, like can run, physically really healthy, obviously you'd score really high. You'd mark yourself down. What I've done on anything that I basically mark myself a point when I think of something. So say for instance, mental health. I've got really bad health anxiety, so I've marked myself a point. I mean, that probably should be marked down a couple of points. Just general anxiety, my stress levels, I worry a lot. So I've marked myself down for those. So it's just basically a little bit of a reflection. Again, priorities pyramid. So it's just getting you to think of like what your actual priorities are, because I actually did this a few years ago and my top 3 priorities I actually wasn't really spending time on at all, and it made me change my whole perspective. So a little think. You've got this year's goals. So again, obviously I always talk about this, instead of seeing a goal at the end of the year, like by the end of the year I want this. Goals change, there's so many things that can change in a year, and I always find like, if you set a goal for the end of the year, it feels like such a long way away. I like to set like little mini goals. So we've got like quarter 1, quarter 2, like splitting the year into quarters. And then you've got like your months in quarter 1, so January, February and March. So it's like, right, in January, lose £7, start a hobby and save £50. Keep it really simple. And then you've got loads of little mini goals. And then you think, oh my goodness, by the end of the year, wow, look at all of this that I've done. A little big space here to get creative, get your colouring pens out and write anything there as well. You've got your Pretty Perfect yearly focus. So again, this is just like a nice little page. It's very, very us. You don't have to use it. It's just there if you want to. So every single month you could have like a focus of something. So for me, in September, I always do like a declutter, like a sort out series. So that is like your decluttering there and a little sort out basket. June is a mid-year reset, so 6 months left of the year, so that's normally there. So these are all the things that we do at Pretty Perfect, spring clean in March, etc. But you can obviously use those as inspo and then create your own yearly focus. You could have like a little focus each month. It could be, right, I want to read a book each month. It could be anything. I want to start training, whatever it is, that's yours, just obviously get creative with. You've then got loads of like little like information on like routines, creating time, and yeah, you've got your Pretty Perfect morning routine, evening routine, Sunday set me up and planning routine. There are 4 main routines are Pretty Perfect. This page we've added in this year, so it's got build your ideal daily routine. So here you'd write down all your non-negotiables in a day. What are your non-negotiables? Taking medication, drinking water, doing movement, cuddles is a non-negotiable for me. I have to have morning cuddles and I have to have evening cuddles. Healthy meals, walking with the dogs, obviously non-negotiable. Brushing teeth, like everything you need to do, put here. And then think, right, from there, right, walking Bruno's a non-negotiable, and I also need to move. So in the morning, I could actually walk Bruno and get both of those done. I need to, obviously drinking water you drink throughout the day, but do you know what I mean? Like, try and see if you can pick anything out in here, like journaling and a little bit of meditation in the morning to ground yourself, you know, so you're not rushing and going 100 miles per hour at the start of the day. I normally have like a little closeout where I clean the space. I like to have like a clean space before I go to bed. Just makes me my head feel clear. So again, it's just putting that in there. And then from there, you can create a routine. So with timings and stuff down there. So that is like building your like ideal daily routine. You've got your pretty perfect planning, which I always laugh at this, but it's like, it's so true. Like, you have to plan when you're planning, and what I mean by that is, depending on like, it depends on what you're doing as a family, like who you are as a person and shift patterns and things like that. But for me personally, every single Sunday without fail, because I've stopped filming it now because I'm like, I literally do the same thing every single Sunday, so it's like, it's kind of boring like in my head, because I'm like doing the same thing, but that's what it is. It's a routine. So every morning I will do a Sunday set me up. I will make sure the packed lunches are done. I will make sure the clothes are out. I will clean the cars out. I will clean the bedding. And it is just, I've got into a habit of it. Then I've got the rest of the day to chill. And then on a Friday, I will do my meal plan and order a food shop. Like, it's just, I do it on those days. On a Friday night, me and Adam do a life admin, like a little check-in. Sometimes we do like a full-blown, like with planners. Sometimes it might just be like a little, open up the planner, just check that it's all okay for this week, what we've got to do next week. And then that's that. We've got all our life admin tasks are racking up. Let's book in a life admin day. So it's just like a little check-in there. But there's loads of information in here to obviously guide you with that. We've then got the health check reminders. So we've added this page in. So I've got really bad health anxiety, but just keeping on top of all your appointments, and it's got little prompts here for different ages, but it's just writing down when your health checks are and what you need to do and whether you've booked them. I think that's really, really important and obviously essential. We've got a bucket list, so 2026 bucket list, all the things, write down everything that you want to do. Again, a really cool page to do in between Christmas and the New Year for me personally, because that's the time that you're actually sitting there and actually really thinking. We've then got book tracker and podcast tracker. So throughout the year, every year I say I want to read one book a month. Do I do it? Absolutely not. Like, I really, really want to do it. But yeah, so you can colour in a book once it's done. You can write down the book names that you want to do on there. It's up to you how you set that out. Again, podcasts, you could put down here, so like Mel Robbins. And then when you've listened to a podcast, you can obviously colour it off. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put those there. You could work out, so for Mel Robbins, you could go, right, how many episodes are there? How many? And then obviously you could put all the numbers in. And then when you've watched them, you can colour it off. Again, it's up to you how you do it. Birthday planning, it's very self-explanatory. You just obviously put the date and the name of the person, and you've got all the birthdays in one like double spread so you can see, and then you can circle whether you've done like a text, because obviously some people it's just a simple text, some people it might be a card, some people it might be a card and a gift. So yeah, you've got those there. You've then got all the things I've done in 2026. So this would be nice. I've obviously just put a little example here that we saw Coldplay in August. So I've just put that in there. But you basically, in the boxes, you write down all the things that you've done. And then obviously at the end of the year, you can see it's all colourful. It looks great. This is the year at a glance. So this is the page that I've added in the flap bit this year, because we did have a work one, we did have a home one, and there's a lot of like flittering between the two, so we've just put it all in one. So here for me, anything in blue is school. When you look at that, it's actually unreal, isn't it? And their school dates aren't out for September, but yeah, anything in blue is when they're off. Anything in orange was bank holidays, and then the pink is launched. By the way, don't look at these dates, guys, because again, I was just doing this for showing you purposes. There isn't launches on those dates. Here you've got public holidays and key dates. And then here I've got school dates. Got trackers this year. So the trackers, the period tracker, you would colour in And then you can write down your cycle length, rate my day. I've seen someone, I can't remember who it is, and it looks unreal. They've actually filled up all their days and it looks so good. Again, part of your morning routine, if your non-negotiable is filling in your trackers, put that in there. And then in the morning, put this by your kettle or by wherever, like, you know, if the first thing in the morning is you have a coffee, or if you put it by your bedside, so you have to fill it in, something like that. But yeah, you've got rate my day, you've got steps, and then you've got a space to write in your own. So I've gone with anxiety there, but yeah, you can fill in your own trackers if you want to do that. If you don't want to do the trackers and it bothers you, all you've got to do is you've got to simply, those pages there, this is why I've done this, by the way, is that page to that page, you can literally just simply remove those and tear those out, and then the trackers are no more. And if you don't want to do them, you don't have to fill them in, but if you do, they're here. So best of both worlds. So then we actually go into the actual diary itself. So every single month is the same. I filled out February, so I thought I'll show you February. This is a really good prime example. So this is last year's. I've put it on the actual tab. So if you go onto the tab here, you can see the month. You can see the month. You can see the month. So you can literally get to the month really quickly, whereas this one you had to obviously flick between the pages. I mean, you still could access it, but it was just harder. You can see here, there isn't actually, the space is actually bigger. It's smaller, but the space is actually bigger for the monthly because we've made this smaller. We've pushed it up against the side. I've taken off the lines because people like myself just like to get a little bit creative, might want to draw and things like that. So that's why we've taken off the lines. But you can see the actual boxes are bigger in the newer version. So you've actually got more space to write. And yeah, we've actually, so you see here, got the January overview. We had the space at the top. We've just made it smaller and gone right up and just been really clever with the margins. That is what the monthly looks like. You still got your prompts. You still got lots of space to write. It's just obviously if you want to like get creative and draw pictures, you can. Then you go into the dashboard. So the dashboard, again, we've just made it a little bit different. Let's just show you last year's. So that's last year's. And this is this year's. We've just made it a little bit more compact. We've added a few more things in, made this a little bit more detailed. We've got the dashboard with the monthly reset. We've still got those 5. This is a monthly check-in. We've got a little monthly reset where you write your goals for each of the different areas of your life. So personal, finance, health, they're there. Little check-in I've added in, and I thought this was really cute. So book appointments, clean out handbag or purse, clean and clear car out, clear your inbox, order any gifts or cards for people, check in and touch base with friends, check in and touch base with family, and check in, review month and goals. So it's just like a little like reminder and a prompt. You've got any special plans that you would put here, any events and the dates. So it's just like what's going on this month is kind of like a little like review. So I've just done like a little February reset, but you could do this for whatever. You could do like a little self-care, like all the things that you're going to do for self-care. It could be like birthday parties, like I don't know, like a specific day, like Halloween, witch school, things like that you could put on here. Recipes, anything like that. Use it for whatever. You could even use it for your budget notes if you wanted. Your world, you always stuck with it. So yes, you've got the notes page there. You've then got your life admin for the month. So these are your quick wins. So taking parcels back, fixing light bulbs, phoning dentists, 30 minutes or more, cancelling Sky. It could be decluttering something. It could be anything like that, painting a room, like things that need to get done. You've then got your monthly brain dump. So you would choose your categories to suit you. So it could be like family, work, study, personal. It could be like anything, weight loss. We could be anything seasonal. So we've got Valentine's Day, anything you want on there, and obviously list all those things. Then we actually get into the weekly spread. So depending on the month, it depends on where it starts. So for instance, for February and March the 1st actually starts on a Sunday. And it used to be that this first used to go in February's. But what people liked is having the whole month inside the tab. So what we've done, if it ever like falls like this, we've done notes pages. So you've just got some extra notes. So for April, for instance, it falls on a Wednesday. So you've got notes up to Wednesday, and it's like almost like a partial week. On May, it's a Friday. On June, it's actually a Monday the 1st. So you start with like that. So it just depends on the week. But obviously your whole month is inside the tab. That's something we took on from last year's, the first year's feedback. So the actual weekly spread itself. Now I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can do this. So the first thing you would have noticed, let's just go turn to a blank one, is, let's just put that there so we know where it is. Make it a little bit higher. Right, last year's and this year's. So, right, let's get last year's, just find one that, let's go that one. Okay, so this is last year's spread. So last year's obviously had the weekly check-in here. It's got the little Sunday set me up. It's got a little bit, well, quite a lot of space here for the quotes. That's where we've nicked some space. It's got habit, goals, and yeah. So that is last year's. Now, when here, the to-do list we've put in here, there's some months where I've got too much of a to-do list, or my writing's not going to get in there. There's too much to do. Some people use it, some people don't. So we've actually removed the to-do list, and we've still got the lines, but we've just kept that space blank. So there are different ways you can do this. If you still want a to-do list, you simply just get this, draw a line, and do your to-do list. If you need more space, you can obviously, so for this one, it was down here. So if you want it that way, you can obviously put it that way. If you need more space, you can make it big. You can design this however you want to do it. Just use that and create your own to-do list. So this is just a spread here to show you. We've got the key code for homework and life. It's up to you whether you choose to use that or not. It could be that, I know some people are using this specifically for home. They might use another one for work. Some people use this for both. Me personally, I use it for both. A lot of my stuff crosses over between home and work, so it just makes sense for me to put everything in here. You've got your little weekly checklist. So if I zoom in and show you your weekly checklist, you've got your meal plan, shopping list and food shop, tick, cleaning routine, health, brain dump, budget and self-care time. So it's up to you really. You can either do it that, right, when you're planning, right, when am I doing my meal plan, shopping list and food shop? Right, I'm doing it on Tuesday. Put it in Tuesday, tick, right, so I'm planning to do it then. Right, when am I doing my cleaning? Right, I'm going to do that and that. Right, upstairs on a Monday and downstairs on a Friday. I'm going to do it all on a Friday. Right, tick. Or when you've actually done it, tick. Again, health, you could be, right, I'm doing a workout on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, tick. Same for all of that, so just putting it in. On this bit here, you've got pretty perfect priorities. You can either do like something like this where you put in your habits, so all the different habits. It could be that you do like what actually needs to get done. So by the end of this week, I must do this. I must order a birthday present. I must send that email, whatever that is. Again, that's up to you whether you do it as a to-do list or you do it as like a little like health, like personal thing. So that is like one example. Oh, this is also your Sunday set me up. So we've made that smaller and just a bit more compact. We've just done it on one list, so you can just tick that off. So that is there. Obviously we've got your habit tracker and we've got your goal up the top if you want to use that as well. So yeah, 3 habits and obviously you can track it. So that is one way of doing it. Another way you can do it is just simply using the space, getting your colouring pens out, getting just creative with it. You can sit down on a Sunday, as I say, get all your colouring pens out and just write down what you're doing. You can also get your stickers out at this point. I will talk through the stickers in a minute. And just make it all colourful and stuff like that, and just use the whole space. You can obviously put your to-do list on here as well. You could, if you wanted, do the key code. So you've got home, work and life, and you can separate it into home, work, life. So you've got your 3 columns and you're creating it like that. So anything that's going on at home, work and obviously life admin. So that is one idea of doing it. You could separate it if you didn't want to use the life and you just want to do home and work. You could separate home and work. This is like the meals, so you can put your meals in, you can put your workouts in. Again, you get the idea. You can do it, there's so many different ways that you can do it. Your monthly review is at the end of the month. So you've got memories that you've made this month, any personal wins, how can you improve next month, review your goals, brain dump, and what you're grateful for. And then obviously it goes into the next month, which is the spring clean, the monthly review, the dashboard, monthly plans, the life admin, brain dump, and bang, into your week again. So the only thing different, obviously every single page still has the quote at the bottom. The only thing different now for the rest of it is obviously there's a different quote on every single page, and there's a different challenge on every single month. So there's a different challenge. So that is the organisation challenge. We have a digital detox. We have a mid-year reset, self-care, recharge, budget, mental health, declutter, and manifest. So different challenges, different quotes. You'll see there really isn't any difference at all. So you've still got so much space to write, and the good thing with this is you've got so many different ways you can do it. You can obviously create it and make it your own. You can still do your to-do list. You can still just use it as thingy and get your colouring pens out. You can use it like this. You can use it like this. You could even have like if you're doing like health, you could have like your calories, like you could have it almost like a little bit of a food diary. Like there's so many different ways you now can use this. And then right at the back we've also put another wallet. So this bit is where I would put all my loose bits of paper, and then on the front one I just like having that as my vision board. Or you could put your stickers in here and loose bits of paper, or you could put your stickers at the beginning. Again, some people liked having the stickers at the front. In the first year stickers were at the back, and in the second year we put them at the front, we put them in the pouch. But you can do it however you want to do it. So this is the talk through of the signature. In terms of stickers, we actually did market research, which actually really surprises me. Like with the survey that we did, I think over 500 people took the survey, and we collated all the data, and I think 70% from the data that we've got, people didn't use the stickers, which I find baffling because I absolutely love a sticker, but data's data. So what we've done is we wanted to, obviously people that loved a sticker, we still wanted to offer it. There's a lot of people in the comments like, no stickers this time. There are stickers available. So what we've done is, the diary last year was $44.99, free shipping. You get your sticker pack in there. Now, obviously, prices have gone up massively in a year, inflation, things like that. But we're a small business. We try and be as fair as possible. So what we've done is the diary is $39.99 this year, free shipping. So if you just want the diary, don't want the stickers, it's $39.99 this year, which obviously in a box, free shipping. People that want stickers, we actually have done a mini sticker pack. And I say mini, it's still 700 stickers in there, but we've made the stickers a lot smaller so they can actually fit in all the other diaries. So whether you order a 5-pocket, we've made them a lot smaller, which I'll show you in a second. Stickers are only available if you buy a diary. So you can't buy them on their own. They're just available if you buy a diary. They're going to be $5.99. However, if I get this right from Tanya, if you on launch night you spend £50 or more, and you're in the first 1,000 orders, you are going to get them for free. So say for instance you buy a diary and you buy some luxury pens, which again I'll talk you through in a minute and show you. It takes you over that £50 mark with free shipping. You're going to get the stickers completely for free, or you can just add the stickers on for $5.99. Or love stickers, we still have the original sticker pack that's got 26 stickers in available. So these ones are used like on the monthly. They're used on all other planners as well. So we've still got these in stock. So you can add these on and use these in your diary. But the diary ones that we've done this year, to keep like really compact. And as I say, make them smaller. So we've got appointments, dentist appointments and just appointments. We've got appointment stickers. We have payday, period, and any cancelled plans. Again, we've made them really, really small. We've got little laptop work ones. We've got day off. We've got little washing. We've got little shopping ones. Again, really, really small icons. We've got holiday, Christmas, occasions, balloons, birthdays. We've got all the bin day ones. Again, they're smaller. Again, I'm just going to do this comparison on here. Let's get a bin day one. You still can get these, by the way. So if you still like the big one, you can still get these. God, where are the bin ones? There's so many pages in here. Bin, where are you? Right, okay, so you can see the difference. Bin days, a lot smaller. So if you want the smaller ones, £5.99, or get in first 1,000 over £50, you're gonna get them for free. Shears, nails, like your beauty ones. We've got any like workout, wellness ones, and we've got any like family day, girls' day vibes, seeing friends. So they are, I think there's 6 or 7 sheets, but there's like 700 in there. As you can see on here, you don't get as many, but what you do get with this one is loads and loads of variety. And if you like stickers, you still got that as an option. So stickers are going to be available on any of the diaries. So when you get to checkout on that Friday the 3rd, it will have like a little add-on at the end. You cannot buy them on their own. Just add them on whatever diary for £5.99. Or, as I say, orders over £50, first 1,000, we'll get them for free. So they are the stickers. I just wanted to show you those. Right, what should we do next? I feel like we'll do A5, we'll do pocket, and we'll do the My. And then at the end, I'll show you these and we'll write with them so you can see them. And then, yeah, I feel like I'm just trying to make sure that I give you everything. Yeah, let's do A5 next. Okay, here she is, the A5. By the way, this lighting is not even doing the colours any justice. Like, they are stunning. Like, this is like a pistachio green. The pink pops, and obviously the beige, neutral, if you like that neutral vibe. Obviously, I've showed you the insides, but again, I wanted to kind of show you, like, it filled out as well. So you would have seen from the video, we've got the gold detailing on the side. It's got the elastic band, things to organise at the back, so you can just keep all your notes here. It's got 2 ribbons, one for this month and one for this week. So between me and Soph, we've just filled a few of the pages in, just so you can see. So with this one, you've still got your yearly review, so you can still do that. The Wheel of Life is still in here. You've got your the goals, you have a bucket list, you have your Pretty Perfect planning routine that's still done, you've got your health check still in here, you've got your planning, your birthdays, you've got all the things you've done, you've got your year at a glance is in here, you've got some dates, you've got your months. You get into your months and you can go in, you've got your little prompts at the beginning, but you've got your monthly ribbon, so you can obviously, whatever month you're on, you can obviously put it on there. You've got loads of space to obviously fill out your monthly overview. So you've got your whole year at the beginning. A5 one, this one is the one that's you've just got enough in here. So it's got a few prompts and things like that, but it's just not got all the other pages that you need to fill out. So obviously, if you think in the other one, you've got your whole month. You can obviously, your overview here, and then you've literally just got your week. Whereas the other one, obviously, you've got your brain dump, you've got your life admin, you've got all the other little extra pages. So again, I've just showed a few ways that you can do this. So you've got your weekly priorities at the beginning. So this is your like weekly to-do list, and then you actually get into your week. So it's just a really simple layout. Again, I wanted to give you like lots of space to write. Gone up to the margins on both. This is just an example. You can actually get some pens and highlighters and box out like your food, what you're having each of the nights. It could be all your workouts. So that is your workout in your orange. Obviously this is a weekend, so I've just put weekend. So you can still get colourful, you can still use your pens, there's still loads of space. You can see there's loads and loads of space to write. So they're just obviously a couple of examples of how how to fill it in. And that is it's such a simple diary. Like, it is what it says on the tin. You've got notes pages at the back, and this bit here as well, we've put the wheel of life. Some people wanted the wheel of life at the beginning, so you do that, and then at the end of the year you can reflect on, like, if it's improved. You can look at your score, and then obviously you can do it again. And obviously you've got next year's goals, and then obviously you've got your notes, you've got your things to do. So you've got the blossom on the spine as well. Blossom into your best chapter yet. So that is the A5. Again, with the pocket, people wanted a simpler version, so we've brought you two simple versions. We've got the A5, and obviously if you want it even smaller, we have the pocket. So this is for somebody that just literally needs the dates. So it comes with like a little set. So we've got the pocket, you've got a shopping list, and you've also got the pocket priorities. So this is like just your to-do list for the day. And then obviously you can tick whether it's home, work and life there. And then you just literally tear it off next day. Same with the shopping. Lots of people just want a little shopping list. A little shopping list that are going to take them to the little shops, tear off. We've categorised it into home, freezer and fridge. So it just matches whatever diary it is. You've got two little bonus pads to match it in a bundle. This is going to be $19.99 free shipping. So you're going to get that as like a bundle free. Again, getting into it, you've got your elastic enclosure, you've got your ribbon. Carol really wanted a back pocket for her receipts. We've got little pages, big plans, and then you've got your little space to write who it belongs to, personal information here, and emergency contacts. Obviously if your diary's found, you've got your notable dates. You've got your dates here, so you can see the whole year, any important dates here. And then obviously, again, you just get into it. You've got loads of notes pages at the back, because that was something that my nan and my mother-in-law both said. There's like there's like literally like 2 or 3 notes pages, and they just need more. So you can see all of these are notes. All of those are notes. You've got the phone book and your forward planning for next year. So literally, that is notes. But the actual inside itself is very, very self-explanatory. You've just got a little bit of space to write down what's going on. So it's not like, this one isn't like a to-do list one. Like, for me, my mother-in-law, perfect for me. I need all the space. I need my things. My mother-in-law is literally just a where is she, what's she doing, appointments, just dates. So that is just an example there. I've also, if you wanted to get a bit of colour on it, I've just done an example of like putting some colour and doing some drawing. So there's still, even though it's little, like this is the A5 and that is the pocket. Like, even though it's little, you can still see there's still like loads of space to write. So yeah, that is just your example there. As I say, notes pages, back pocket, get your 2 little pads with it. And the final one, we have our custom queen, which is the insert. So there's 2 sets of inserts you would have seen from socials. We're doing a daily option and we're doing a weekly option. Both options are going to have the monthly pages included. And let's show you the daily first and how that's set up. There also is the accessory pack, which is the dividers and the 3 sets of rulers that you can also add on this one. So let's show you these 3. So with the daily, as I said in the social one, it is so thick. There's 360 pages in here. It's actually more because, again, if what we've tried to do is if the month doesn't fall on the page, we've done a blank page, because obviously if people want to put these in dividers and stuff, they're not going to want like January and February, etc. So there's actually more pages. If you want your whole year in, which is this has got the whole year, you can't really fit in anything else. Obviously I've got the ruler, but I can't fit anything else in. I can literally fit in the ruler, I can't fit the dividers, and I cannot fit the monthly. So if you want to set it up the whole year, you can. You just can't have those options in. You could, however, get the daily and set it up quarterly. So you can do your first 3 months of the year, obviously, which that goes in line with all our other inserts. Our inserts downstairs, so our meal, budget, cleaning, personal, self-care, all of that is 3 months worth. So you could have it set up like for the first 3 months, and you could have your day-to-day view, but you could also have your like meal planning and other bits in there as well. You could set up, as I say, every 6 months. Like, there's loads of different like ways you can do this, but you can do it a year. And I think you might. I mean, I wouldn't want to try it. I haven't tried it with the dividers, but again, that's up to you. I just kind of wanted to let you know that we cannot. The day-to-day, we cannot compromise on making it any smaller, because people wanted a whole day per page. So yeah, that's up to you. In terms of like the day-to-day view, well, last year we did a daily schedule, and we also did a daily. This year we've just combined it in one, so it's up to you whether you want to use the times or not. The reason we've done this is people that did buy the daily, their timings, everyone's timings are different. Everyone's like works differently, everyone gets up differently, everyone goes to bed differently. So this way you can actually fit in your own times. So these are again some examples of how you can do it. So you've got like little time blocks here of what's going on in the whole day. If you're somebody that has appointments, this would be quite good for you. You've got some like blocking out different times here. It could be that you don't use the times and you don't want the times, so you would just literally bullet point or number. So this is a Sunday set me up because it's a Sunday. So they're all the things that you need to do on a Sunday set me up, and get your colouring pens out and do it that way. This is a to-do list for Monday the 9th. All the things that I need to do, and obviously you can write it out. You could have your to-do list, and then down here you could draw a box, and then you could have your timings for when you're doing that. So it's for you to be creative. It's you to build your dream planner. It's for you to style it however you want to. But that is what the daily looks like inside. With the daily, you also get the monthly. And I know there's a lot of people that actually have more than one binder. So you could, if you get the daily, you could have this solely for work, and then you could use the monthly in another binder. So this is the monthly, and this is the dividers. So these are the divider tabs down here. You get they're frosted white this year, and they've got a different quote on each of the months. So every single month, very minimalistic, but they've just got a nice little quote on the back. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong one. You get the idea. You also get 3 rulers inside, monthly, weekly and daily, and they've got a different quote on each of them. So you've got this week, which is small steps, steady focus, strong results. You've got this month, which is 1% better every day, and then you've got today, one day at a time. So like if you're having a daily, you could have the today on that one, and you could have this month on this month one. And obviously you could use this as like a health one and a personal one, so it's all about you and like your journey, and that one could be like more of a work one. So again, it's just up to you, but this is what the monthly looks like. And as I say, whether you get the daily option or the weekly option, you get these in there with them. So there's 4 pages per month. So 4 times 12, you've got your little monthly check-in, so birthdays, events and projects, and a little like prompt checklist here. You've got your personal goals to write there. You then have your spread. So this is your monthly spread. You've got prompts down the side, and then like plenty of space to write down what is going on. Again, you could use this as a countdown. You could use this as like, I know people that do like 75 hard and challenges like that. There's so many different ways of doing it. It's so flexible. So yeah, and then obviously you've got your monthly review at the end, and that will go and that repeats into the next month. So yeah, that is your daily, that is your monthly. Or you can, this is, how cute is that pen by the way? Again, I'll show you those pens in a second. This is the weekly option, which I have also put the monthly inside here as well. So you've got your monthly, and then obviously you goes into your week. So this is the same spread as what's in the signature, obviously in black and white scale, and also smaller. So this is just an example again of how it's filled out, just on a smaller scale. It's the same, you just don't have as much space to write in here. So if you like the spread of the signature leading lady, but don't want all the extras and want it a bit smaller, then obviously you can go for this option. Again, just another example of like doing it in colour and grabbing your colouring pens. And yeah, so we've got like work, content day, oh, my voice just broke then. Family walk, again, just getting your colouring pens out and doing that. So that is, again, very, very simple. You can build this your own. You've still got plenty of space to actually put other things in here as well. So you've got your monthly review, and then you've got your February. You go into March, and then March, April, and so forth. So you can set it up like this. You've got your pens as well. As I say, you will be available to buy just the inserts and dividers, or a whole bundle. So if you haven't need to start from scratch, you can get the binder, the dividers, the rulers, and so imagine that a whole set you can get for $39.99. Obviously the pens are a little add-on, and it's all set up for you obviously when it arrives. So that is that one. These are the famous luxury pens that you keep seeing, and all the little sneak peeks. I feel like they're stunning. They're really heavy, and I love the gold detailing on them. You're actually going to get free pens, and you're also going to get a refill, and these are refillable pens, so they are pens for life. And then yeah, you just need to obviously buy the refills. You get one in the pen set. They are really heavy. Let's just show you. You've got She Designed a Life She Loved, Pretty Perfect Planning, and Make Today Count. That is like a perfect match, but obviously any of them go in the pen holder in there, but you also have got all your other diaries that they go with as well. So I'm going to show you, obviously they've got the protective tip on, so let me just take that off and just show you how they write. But yeah, they are stunning. I've gone with the white one, She Designed a Life She Loved. Stunning. Let's write on here. Pretty Perfect Priorities. Make sure, let's zoom in on this as well, this bad boy. Make sure they write so nice, are signed up to the PPP diary waitlist on the website for 30 minutes early access. Also, my toxic trait is white. There's lines. Why am I not writing on the lines? XOXO. Love you. You get the idea. These are my new favourite. But yeah, you've got white. Where's the pink ones gone? The amount of packets I've opened already. I think Shell and Tanya are going to kill me. And yeah, these are the two pink ones. They're really, really pretty. But yeah, that is the pen set. And I feel like that's everything now, guys. I feel like I don't think I can do any more. We have a comparison guide going out on Sunday. So if you're watching this early on the Saturday, it means that you've had early access. That's why you've always got to sign up, by the way, to things on the website, because we like to give our PPP VIPs little special insights. So if you're watching this on Saturday, well done. If you are watching this on Sunday, there will be a comparison guide going out today. And then on the comparison guide, you've got all the costings. It's got what's included. I mean, I've done the talk through. If you've got to the end of this video and watched all of it, amazing. And please, please, please write a comment, even if it's just an emoji, because I sometimes think, are these YouTubes worth it? Are they actually worth it? Because they take a long time to do, and are they helpful? And if they are, I will continue to do them. But if I don't have any engagement or anything, I never know. So just leaving a comment saying I'm still here, I've still listened, otherwise I'm just talking to myself, it does really help. So yeah, that'd be really good. But yeah, there will be a comparison guide. Me and Tanya have been working on it, and she's so smart, she's so good, like the whole team are. I'm just so lucky to have them. She's done like this comparison guide where you have got like what's in what, and it's got like a little, like, you know, like the you know, like the magazines where you've got like little arrows, do you need this, and then it's like a little funnel, it's got that. Yeah, with all like the pricing and things like that. Sean's done socials, so on stories, like we're on it, dream team. I feel like we've given you everything, but if there's anything that we've missed, then leave the questions in the comments here. And then if that all isn't enough, the comparison guides, the YouTubes and things like that, we are also doing a TikTok live on Monday. So on Monday the 29th, I'm going to come on live, and I'll have this backdrop behind me. Obviously we're not launching until the 3rd, but I just wanted to do any last minute showing you pages, in case because you might, some people might know what they want. They might go, right, I'm gonna have this. It's not an impulsive purchase. They do sell out. That's why we do all of this. They sell out so quickly, and we just want people to get not regret things, get the right thing, and yeah, so that's why we do. So Signature, which is the leading lady, the A5, which is the Handbag Hero. We've got the Pocket Diary, which we've called the Pocket Diary Bundle, Pocket Rocket Bundle even, and then we've got the Custom Queen, which is the My Pretty Perfect Planner inserts. The accessories we've got are stickers, you can use as add-ons, or that you can get them free if you spend over £50 and you're in the first 1,000 orders. You can get the luxury pen set, you can get the divider set with the rulers as well. So there's little accessories, again, all will be in the comparison guide, and yeah, I can talk you through that on Monday as well. But I hope this has helped. I'm going to have fun editing this now, and I will see you all on Monday, sending you lots of love, and I hope you're having a lovely Saturday or Sunday, whatever day you're watching this, and speak to you soon. Bye.